You're eating, training, sleeping, and your testosterone is still tanking. What if the fix isn't a $60 supplement? It's already at your grocery store for under $10? There are 7 foods most men completely ignore that science proves raise testosterone. And food number 4 is the one nobody talks about. Now, let's talk about something that affects every man watching this, whether you realize it or not. Testosterone isn't just about muscle or sex drive. It controls your energy, your mood, your focus, your ability to recover from training, and even how your body handles fat. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Average testosterone levels in men have been declining for decades. Studies show men today have significantly lower testosterone than men of the same age 30 years ago. This isn't a coincidence. It's a diet and lifestyle crisis. And it starts at the grocery store. The good news? You don't need a prescription. You don't need a $200 supplement stack. You need the right foods. Cheap ones. Foods that are probably already in your local store right now. Let's get into it. Food hash 1, whole eggs. Here's where most guys get it wrong immediately. They crack the egg, throw away the yolk, and think they're being healthy. That yolk is exactly what your testosterone needs. A 2021 randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research followed 30 resistance-trained men for 12 weeks. One group ate whole eggs post-workout. The other ate only egg whites with the same amount of protein. The whole egg group showed significantly higher testosterone levels, greater strength gains, and lower body fat percentage. Same protein. Completely different hormonal response. Why? Because the yolk contains cholesterol, and testosterone is literally synthesized from cholesterol. Your Leydig cells in the testes use dietary cholesterol as the raw material to produce testosterone. Cut the yolk, cut the raw material. It's that direct. The yolk also delivers vitamin D, selenium, B vitamins, and omega-3s, all nutrients that support the hormonal cascade that leads to testosterone production. You've been throwing away the most anabolic part of the egg. Now, some of you are already thinking, but what about cholesterol and heart health? Fair question, and it's worth addressing directly. Current research, including a major Harvard meta-analysis, shows that for most healthy people, dietary cholesterol from whole eggs does not significantly raise cardiovascular risk. The old fear around egg yolks was based on outdated science. If you have a specific lipid condition, talk to your doctor. But for the average person training hard, whole eggs are one of the most cost-effective testosterone foods on the planet. 2 to 4 whole eggs per day. That's it. Under $2 a day. Food hash 2. Sardines or canned tuna. This one gets skipped constantly because of the smell. That's a mistake. Sardines and canned tuna are 2 of the cheapest, most nutrient-dense testosterone foods available. A 2022 study found that 100 g of canned tuna daily for just 15 days significantly raised testosterone levels in young men, with some participants seeing levels nearly double. The researchers attributed this to tuna's combination of vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, and high-quality protein working together. Here's what makes this powerful. Vitamin D isn't just a vitamin. It functions as a steroid hormone precursor. Men with sufficient vitamin D levels consistently show higher testosterone in population studies, and most men are deficient. One serving of sardines or tuna can cover your entire daily vitamin D requirement. Vitamin D deficiency and low testosterone aren't a coincidence. They're the same problem. The omega-3s in fatty fish also matter. A randomized trial showed that DHA-rich fish oil supplementation boosted total testosterone in overweight men over 12 weeks, linked to improved insulin sensitivity and reduced inflammation, both of which directly support testosterone production. Sardines are cheaper than tuna, lower in mercury, and higher in omega-3s per gram. One can cost less than $2. Eat them 3 to 4 times a week. But here's something almost nobody talks about. There's a specific combination of foods on this list that, when eaten together, creates a synergistic testosterone effect that's greater than any of them alone. I'll show you exactly which ones at the end. We've covered 2 foods so far, and already you can see the pattern. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're cheap, accessible, and backed by real science. But the next 3 foods on this list are where most men are leaving the most testosterone on the table, because they're foods you probably already buy, but you're not using them the right way. Stay with me. Food hash 3. Spinach. Spinach's testosterone connection isn't about some magic compound. It's about magnesium. and magnesium's relationship with a protein called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. Here's how it works. SHBG binds to testosterone in your bloodstream and makes it unavailable to your cells. Bound testosterone is essentially useless testosterone. Magnesium competes with SHBG for binding sites, which means more of your testosterone stays free and bioavailable, the kind that actually does something. A study published in Biological Trace Element Research found that men who supplemented with magnesium saw free testosterone rise significantly, and the effect was even stronger in men who exercised regularly. Athletes taking magnesium saw free testosterone increase from 132 to 176 pg/ml compared to a placebo group that actually declined. 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers roughly 40% of your daily magnesium requirement. That's not a supplement. That's a $1.50 bag of frozen spinach. Your testosterone might be normal on paper, but if SHBG is high, almost none of it is working. Now, some people will push back here and say, spinach hasn't been directly tested for testosterone in humans. That's technically true. The direct studies are on magnesium, not spinach specifically. But spinach is one of the most bioavailable dietary sources of magnesium available, and the magnesium-testosterone link is well established. The mechanism is clear, the evidence is solid. Add spinach to your eggs in the morning. Throw it in a smoothie. Eat it with your sardines. It doesn't matter, just get it in. Food #4. Garlic. This is the one nobody talks about, and it might be the most underrated testosterone food on this entire list. Garlic works through a completely different mechanism than the other foods. It directly stimulates the pituitary gland to increase production of luteinizing hormone, LH, and LH is the signal your testes receive to produce testosterone. More LH signal, more testosterone output. It's that upstream. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed that garlic increases LH secretion and enhances the efficiency of Leydig cells, the actual testosterone-producing cells in your testes. The active compounds responsible are quercetin and flavonoids, which also reduce oxidative stress in testicular tissue. Oxidative damage to the testes is one of the most underappreciated causes of low testosterone, and garlic directly combats it. Real talk. Do you think food alone can meaningfully raise testosterone, or do you think supplements are necessary? Drop your honest take in the comments. I want to see where this community stands on this. There's no wrong answer. Garlic doesn't just season your food, it signals your brain to make more testosterone. The practical application is simple. 2 to 3 raw or lightly cooked garlic cloves per day. Raw garlic preserves more of the active allicin and quercetin compounds. You can mince it into eggs, mix it into a sauce, or add it to your sardines. Cost? Pennies per day. By the way, if you want to know the exact meal timing strategy that maximizes testosterone and muscle growth throughout the day, I have a complete breakdown in my nutrition optimization series. Link in the description. It takes everything you're learning here and shows you how to structure it into an actual daily plan. Don't skip it. Food #5. Onions. Onions and garlic share a similar mechanism. Both stimulate LH production and reduce oxidative stress in testicular tissue. But onions bring something extra to the table. Quercetin glucosides, which are even more bioavailable than the quercetin in garlic. A study published in Folia Morphologica found that fresh onion juice significantly increased serum testosterone in male rats, with the effect tied directly to increased LH and improved antioxidant defense in the testes. The quercetin in onions also activates AMPK, a cellular energy sensor that has been shown to induce testosterone production in Leydig cells. 2 foods, same mechanism, double the LH signal. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. These are rat studies. Fair. The human data on onions specifically is limited, but the mechanism is well understood. The compounds are the same ones studied in humans, and onions are so cheap and nutritionally dense that there's zero downside to including them. Half an onion per day, cooked or raw, costs almost nothing. We're past the halfway point, and you've already got 5 foods that work through completely different pathways: cholesterol delivery, vitamin D, magnesium, LH stimulation, and antioxidant protection. But the last 2 foods on this list are different. These work on the testosterone-destroying side of the equation. They don't just help you produce more. They stop your body from sabotaging what you already have. This is where it gets interesting. Food #6. Ginger. Ginger's testosterone benefits come from 2 directions. It reduces cortisol, and it reduces oxidative stress in testicular tissue. Cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. When cortisol goes up, from stress, poor sleep, overtraining, testosterone goes down. It's a biological trade-off. Your body prioritizes survival over reproduction. Ginger's active compounds, particularly gingerols and shogalls, have been shown to suppress cortisol secretion and reduce systemic inflammation. On the testicular side, a 3-month study on infertile men found that ginger supplementation significantly improved reproductive hormone profiles, including testosterone, with researchers attributing the effect to reduced oxidative damage in testicular tissue and improved blood flow to the gonads. You can eat all the right foods and still have low testosterone if your cortisol is chronically elevated. Fresh ginger is cheap. A small knob costs under $1 and lasts a week. Grate it into hot water as a tea, add it to a smoothie, or cook it with your meals. The anti-inflammatory and cortisol-lowering effects are cumulative. Consistency matters more than quantity here. Food #7. Olive oil. This one surprises people. Olive oil isn't just a healthy fat, it's a direct testosterone booster, and the mechanism is one of the most well-documented on this list. A study published in the journal Lipids in Health and Disease followed men who replaced their regular cooking oil with extra virgin olive oil for 3 weeks. The result? Testosterone levels increased by up to 17.4%. Researchers identified 2 mechanisms. Olive oil's monounsaturated fats enhance the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D and cholesterol, both testosterone precursors, and olive oil's polyphenols directly reduce oxidative stress in Leydig cells, improving their testosterone output. 17.4% more testosterone from switching your cooking oil in 3 weeks. The key word is extra virgin. Refined olive oil loses most of the polyphenols in processing. Extra virgin retains them. A bottle costs $6 to $10 and lasts weeks. Use it to cook your eggs. Drizzle it on your spinach. It's the easiest swap on this entire list. Be honest. How many of these 7 foods are you already eating consistently? Drop a number in the comments, 1 through 7. No judgment. We're all here to optimize. I want to see where most people actually are with their nutrition. Remember that open loop from earlier? Here it is. The combination that creates the greatest synergistic effect is whole eggs cooked in extra virgin olive oil, with spinach and garlic on the side. You get cholesterol delivery, fat-soluble vitamin absorption, magnesium, LH stimulation, and antioxidant protection, all in one meal. That's 4 of the 7 foods working together at breakfast, under $3, every single day. You don't need to eat all 7 every day. Pick 3 or 4 that fit your routine, rotate them through the week, and stay consistent. Consistency over perfection, always. The most expensive testosterone protocol in the world can't outperform a consistent, smart diet. Here's the bigger picture. The testosterone crisis affecting men today isn't primarily a medical problem. It's a nutritional one. Processed foods, seed oils, nutrient-depleted diets. These are the real culprits. And the solution isn't complicated or expensive. It's whole eggs, sardines, spinach, garlic, onions, ginger, and olive oil. Foods that have been eaten by humans for thousands of years. Foods that cost less than a single supplement serving. To recap what you now know, whole eggs give your body the cholesterol it needs to manufacture testosterone. Sardines and tuna deliver vitamin D and omega-3s that drive the hormonal cascade. Spinach frees up bound testosterone through magnesium. Garlic and onions signal your brain to produce more LH, the direct trigger for testosterone synthesis. Ginger lowers cortisol and protects your testes from oxidative damage. And olive oil enhances absorption of every fat-soluble testosterone precursor while directly boosting Leydig cell output. If you want the complete weekly meal plan that shows you exactly how to structure these 7 foods throughout your day for maximum hormonal output, I break it all down in my testosterone nutrition series. The link is right in the description. And if this video gave you even one insight that changes how you eat, hit subscribe. I put out science-backed, no-filler content on training and nutrition every single week. No fluff, just what works. The grocery store is your pharmacy. Start treating it that way.